Hello and welcome back to the fourth and final part of our Northerner Packleader SOVL run. There's all of our many wonderful hounds barging into Act 3. Now at this stage of the campaign we can start getting a bit clever and thinking about how much experience we need in order to sort of min-max our army before the Act 3 boss. So of our potential routes here, almost universally you're going to want to arrive at this campsite before the boss to heal to full strength. So on the northern side, which is befitting, and then of our two options we can take a triple battle or two and come up here, or we can take an immediate heal, a fight, a random event, and a campsite, so one of everything. And I think as we only need 2 XP for almost everyone, Jumbo is the only exception, so Jumbo will have to make do at level 5, but everybody else would level off of 2 XP, so I think the 2 XP we'd get from here would be great, and then we could in theory get a third from this campsite for just a Jumbo. So campsites give you healing and then either a second round of healing or the XP, so that's potentially 3 or just 1 minimum, I guess, if you didn't want to take the XP, but we can take at least 2. So the Northern Pass seems sensible. We won't have a lot of gold, but we don't need a lot anymore. Really, a lot of our units can't take upgrades, so, and we've got the ones that are kind of important. So you're being a bit strapped for cash is perfectly reasonable. Such is the way of a Northerner. We haven't named the second pack leader yet. I gave it a little bit of thought and thought, well, what's a Northerner we all know and love? Congratulations, you're Brian Blessed. It almost looks like him as well. So we get a round of healing for free. Now that won't quite fix everyone, so I could take extra experience differences. If I took, so everyone who's full HP just takes XP out of hand. I don't need to overthink this. And then 7 of 9 is good enough. I get the XP now and I get the level for the elite battle, and then I'll heal again at the second campsite, so that's okay. And then for the Malamutes, we can heal them for full strength or take the XP and go in slightly on demand. I think that's sensible because when I get to the second campsite I can put 6 guys back on them, so I may as well just take the XP now. Gold, I mean the only thing that matters is the gold, so we might as well take some up, get a slight reward after the battle. That's the one you really wanted, is unit size. They can go up to 11. And the myriads also go up to 11. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's why the Malamutes didn't get it. They're capped. It seems you can't go past 11 on hound units. And then Mumbo leveled, gets the extra attack. No brainer. Oh, I missed one. Sorry, Brian. Alright, now we're looking much healthier. So eventually all of these will go up to 11 and be nice and packed. The Axemen now have so many, obviously we should stretch them out for maximum number of attacks and still have 10 wounds at the back to soak damage, and everyone else is exactly how you'd want them. It turned into where pack leaders, it was very much into a 4-legged run, just of varying sizes. They're all good boys in their own sense, apart from you. Crawl on all fours blend tech. Will yourself to be canine. Quickly run through Aeolotti here and then get on to the real boss. They're going first. Again, it kind of counteracts us because it's one of those annoying, this is a load of monsters things, but if we beat the Act 2 boss, difficult as it was, this should be a piece of cake. There'll be something large on this side. What I may do is simply devote Hannah and Jumbo just to kill everything over here, and then everyone else can pack the centre. This is slightly annoying in that there's a piece of impassable terrain right there. I have to squeeze everyone in like so, which is dumb because this is the one unit that's too slow to do any flanking, but we'll have to make do. Oh, that's terrible. I can't go either way. Perhaps I can lure something into running after the Malamutes and then flank them with this unit. So monsters. The pterodactyl riders will just fly straight into us. They're more of a concern. I'm happy to take you on immediately. Well, no, I have to let them move first, otherwise I won't reach them. Just move up here. So they'll charge me, that's okay. I'll pass a bunch. Could declare that the counter charges just to get through them nice and quick. Yeah, like so. Make sure I'm not being flanked. They may get a volley off. Okay. You'll charge something. Triceratops will come forward, which is a hassle. I think I can kill the pterodactyl riders. I'd rather avoid taking an excessive damage on the hounds, but in theory I can heal 3 at the end of this battle, and then an extra 3, 6, so 9 in total between this fight and the campsites, and then I get probably 1 or 2 if I lose the entire unit, so I'll be at the maximum of 11 anyway. So no, we can play super aggro and lose the whole unit. We'll be fine. You're in the way. That's kind of annoying. Because Brian can deal with it. Brian could defeat a Triceratops, no problem. We all know that's true. I don't necessarily want to fight the bruisers immediately, or at least head on. Apparently I'm fighting those Triceratops. Without the charge, I'm only power 3. It's very bad. It's going to have a 2-up save, so I'm just rolling endlessly against thick armour. The Fire Lizard will kind of trundle forward a bit. I might be able to catch it. That's how far it gets. Our charge radius exceeds its cone. So it will move to about there, and I should be able to hit it if it goes its full distance. Oh no, apparently this is happening. Right. Okay, well, if they're not going to put anything down this side, we can just take the flank. Again, we need to be careful not to go too far, otherwise we'll get lizarded. I can't reach it to charge it this turn, so I'll just tuck myself into cover here and wait. In fact, I'd like to leave enough room to get the horsemen out the way, as I don't think I can quite pull off a flank here. It depends whether or not there's enough room to squeeze a unit in the side and not clip the terrain. It's worth a try. I'm skeptical, but we'll give it a go. Oh great, they're after the poor hounds. They did come after me. Fine, we'll immediately kill you in recompense. Yeah. This way. Try flanking. If not, they can easily be handled by Maisie's pack. Just have to be careful. I need to make sure I can draw that line from A to B. It's actually kind of difficult because of the way they've positioned themselves. That seems possible without clipping the terrain. That finally moves, allowing me to charge it and deny it the charge. Oh, well, we actually have the exact same charge radius, so that may be wishful thinking. The only potential way this would work is if I abuse the fact that it's slightly beveled at the tip, so if I'm staring at them, I'm here looking in, they'll have less range and I have slightly more. Just give it a go. If not, we'll take the 2-pronged assault. No, that doesn't work. That may work. It's incredibly tight. No, I think let's just let them hit me. I'm not in the mood to be messed around. Just angle myself like this so that when the charge does happen, we're facing that way. Wow, okay. This isn't going to take as long as I thought. Okay. Interesting. You're charging this. Therefore, the Triceratops is actually charging no one. I can't counter-charge them because of the awkward terrain stuff, but we'll be able to beat them no problem. I couldn't quite do it. Apparently, I did end up clipping the terrain. So be it. This is a no-brainer. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. I can easily kill that unit. I should probably just flee the Triceratops, honestly. If I flee the hounds, this unit will come forward and then I can hit them in the back, breaking them. The issue is if I flee too much, then I basically collapse the entire front line. So I'm going to have to take some fights here. I'll let you kill this. And then maybe flee this and have something else deal with these two. The Axemen, I mean, I could heal the Axemen. It'll be super easy to heal the Axemen. I'm just going to let them stand there and get hit. It'll take the Triceratops a million years to fight it. Well, it's 4 attacks, so 5 on the charge. There's 38 wounds worth of Northman Axe there with your mere 5 attacks to get through. May as well do this now. Force it to roll a bunch of 1s. You've gone the wrong way. Perfect. You'll get flanked and killed in a second. Alright. Abilities. No one in the entire army is flank charged. You'll notice as we got further into the campaign, there's so many units on the battlefields and they're so packed, opportunities for flanks, at least in the initial engagement, kind of disappear. There isn't really a lot of wiggle room. I will use a howl this turn, as I don't want this unit running. I want that Triceratops trapped there for a good long while. Well, if this is dead, you're getting charged immediately after. There's no point in using a second howl. Can we flank this unit? How far can I get? I probably could, were it not for the terrain in the way. Keep getting clipped on that corner there. Please stop. I can't quite escape their charge radius. Well, if this unit breaks and dies, we can engage the Triceratops from two fronts, flank and directly in the middle. So as long as I get to the side arc, I don't have to completely escape their charge radius, but at least I can give them enough opportunity to hit them in the side like that. Oh, you're not going to roll 3 ones for me like the other one. Match the skill of my hounds, how dare you? And then you, well, I'll leave you here. This will be dead, should be dead, no problem. So eventually we'll get a gap created here to push you into the actual fight. Congratulations, you're now skill 4, lower than both Hanny and Jumbo. Ow, poor Samoyeds. Yay, we win. Ooh, conundrum there. Who do we charge into? No rerolls is a bit painful, but they are quite squishy. So are we as it stands, so it's actually a bit of a draw. Good news, we did so much damage this unit can now fit. I was momentarily concerned we wouldn't be able to engage in combat as we physically can't fit there. Somehow, our super powerful Northmen Packleader wrung the neck of a little skink priest. Because the skink priest is now dead, it reverts to the discipline of the Triceratops, so it holds. If the priest was still alive, it was rolling on 7 and it would have run away. You know, the priest making the best possible move in that scenario and died. A lot of fights going all of a sudden. Oh, 1.5 down, not bad. Roll some 1s, please. Not a single 1. Ouch. Okay, we're going to be here a while. And we rolled so high we actually ran away. So now you can get flank charged. Brilliant work. What is the point in making you fearless if you roll double 6? Okay, just get rid of that, please. We'll counter here and then intercept there, so it's completely screwed. Now, do I want to flank these and try and beat them, or go for the skirmishers? The skirmishers will get 10 attacks at skill 3, so they hit 5 times at power 2. I get a 3-up save, so I take 1.66 wounds. These get 6 attacks, 3 hits. I get a 5-up save. So I take 2 wounds. You actually take more wounds off the bruisers than these, so let's just charge the skirmishers. Also prevents them shooting, I guess, which is nice. Not that there's nothing for them to target, but might as well just kill them now. And as established, we're unconcerned with the hounds getting completely wiped. Now, I kind of suspected that would happen. It gives me a rear charge later. Don't know what your plan is. Okay, but we've got 2 flanks. Yeah, this one and this one. So you can both be packed. You find favour again. Somehow, don't think it will change the outcome. But it's a valiant effort. 1 wound rider has departed. Let me guess. Okay, Maisie's pack is still alive for the moment. And then they've got 2 attacks. And is it good? Maisie and Maisie alone is fine. It's just the extras who got killed. Yeah, we'll just keep Maisie out of trouble now. Okay, it's 1 wound left on it. Can you scrape a wound for us? No, come on, Jumbo. Yeah, he does actually struggle to deal with these high toughness monsters after the first charge round. He drops his attacks and strength. That's decent. Rerolls are good. It's still 3+, but we can actually kill it. Yeah, we take more damage. Wow, oh, now you hold. Okay, great. Enjoy your further damaging pending. We do great. Take my 1.66 wounds. There's one. Yep. Old averages. But they hold. It would have been convenient for you to run away there. Fine, we'll make do. We can flank this and intercept you there. I can't do anything about this. I'll rear charge it in a moment. I'm not sending those into the front. They take more damage than they dish out. Well, if this doesn't go my way, what will happen is that unit will turn around. So I'll preemptively place this unit here to engage them in the back. We have, again, 2 options for pack tactics. I'd be very impressed if they managed to break those with only 3 Malamutes left. Maisie, if you kindly just saunter out the way. Thank you. So I was thinking of that unit. Whatever, this will do. This pack tactics. They've been applied, so Mumbo again. That'll be those dealt with. Come on. Just need a couple more attacks on. Oh good, we took 3 wounds. Now we have to heal that all back. Hey, we won. Dogs eat lizards, who knew? An amazing sweep by War Mammoth. Oh, I could have just charged it. This was irrelevant. I didn't factor in that the Mammoth was of course going to become available to hit this in the back. In terms of damage output, the horses are still, with the pack leader in there, are probably better. They're higher quality attacks because of the strength, but the character with all his magic items swings it. Oh, just charge this. Let they get a 2-up save, you should be fine. Kill this. That's still fighting, we can rear charge it. So we've got this unit and this unit are the only 2 that can benefit. Command yourself to be competent. Long distance pack tactics. How do you think that works? Just shouting from across the battlefield, oh, you, be good at your job. And I'll completely surround you with single dog, 1 Samayed and Maisie. This is still happening. You have been hopelessly surrounded. Surrender. A 1. Excellent. I mean, I might be able to hurt it. No, it's still, even up to power 4 on a charge, it's still 3 better. The defense is better than ours, so it's still 2 up. All of this will be just forcing it to roll 1s over and over again. It just, universally, the one thing we lack in the army is a bit of power. Even on the charge, the mammoths are only power 6. Oh no, my hounds. Every single hound unit has a single one remaining. They lose because they're surrounded. They vanish. See how many 1s we roll over here. As he sweeps the rank. Jumbo doesn't quite do as well, but nearly. Extra 1. Stop hurting Jumbo. They're outing this turn, so this is irrelevant now. There is a fight happening, so I'll just do this out of incredibly petty malice. Pack tactics where we can. Hoping not to encounter too many defense 7, 8 wound fearless monsters in the final boss. Otherwise, we are going to be here a while. No damage. Oh yeah, quadruple 5. Hey, we won. We would have done 3 wounds. A Northmen Axeman unit there would eventually prevail. I think you got him, Jumbo. Stamping on a bunch of helpless geckos. Okay, healing. So they've already leveled, and we can start factoring in how much we get out of the campsite. Whether or not I need to press the heal button now can take some extra gold. Okay, so you've leveled again. Extra attack, no brainer. Just what I'm lacking. And then Brian Blessed. Can get recruiter, which is the best of these outcomes. We'll hopefully buy an extra unit in a moment. The accompanying horseman, extra unit size is great. And the axeman here also get unit size. All right. So when I go to the camp, I'll heal 5 to 6 twice because there's no point in taking XP. So I get a minimum of 10, which puts me up to the maximum unit size of 24. So I may as well take the gold. With the horseman, I'll heal and then heal again. That'll put me at 9 of 10. Jumbo wants to take the XP for the level. So realistically, I should heal now. And then when I heal, I get the round of healing at the camp, which makes me full HP. And I take the level. Okay, this unit levels, again, just more of them. No brainer. So if I don't take it, I'm not at full strength. Again, I think I need the gold in order to actually make use of this. You'll heal to full, you're fine to take gold. These need to heal, otherwise I'm... No, I'm fine, because I get, what, 6 at the camp, which puts them all on 9 of 11, which is a shame. So if you want your full 11 of 11, you have to sacrifice all the gold for it, which I will do. I want my dogs, put them back. And the new 170. I'll have enough to buy 1 unit, I think, and then a couple little upgrades, so I can just focus on healing. Be at kind of max strength for the actual boss. There's that random event I forgot about. Oh, okay, never mind. We'll have a lot more gold to play with in XP. Optional battles are fantastic in Act 3 because... yeah, it's a pack of minotaurs, whatever, wild bulls, but they are... the optional battles are scaled back for Act 1 and Act 2. So at this stage of the campaign, when you're just about to face the final battle, this is going to be pretty easy for us. No word of a lie, so we get a free round of healing, some extra gold, a magic item. It's all just good. Stack guys up wherever we want. Bit of a mess, really. Not really any good way of doing this with this number of units anymore. Yeah, so there's only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units versus 8, so they're just hopelessly outnumbered. We can drag them around by the nose, flank them and kill them. That can be flanked. I'm not going to put dogs into them as they will be overwhelmed, so other stuff. This will come forward. Hopefully the minotaurs target these hounds, at which point I can easily kill them with this unit. That gives away the charge radiuses. Am I fast enough, do you think, to stand here and hit that unit? Worth a try. No, probably not. So they'll, of course, come forward a bit. I think what I will do is just use the dogs as distraction pieces. I'm going to throw them in their way, get charged, air quotes, and then just turn and run and be fine. So just get to there, make sure I can't be flanked. Because I have better movement, I can always flee, so we're safe. You're not going to be able to hit me, so we can ignore them. These minotaurs will come forward. I don't want to take too much damage. Well, I guess I can just press heal again after this battle. I'll be at max strength regardless. So one of them will charge and kind of bumble forward, wasting its time. I can't quite get past this. It's the terrain that's really getting in my way here. Good, I know where you've landed, and you have no interest in those hounds. That's weird, but okay. If I just let them fight Jumbo head on, I'm at max wounds. I think I'm ever so slightly faster than they are. At least in the corner here. Go a bit further to be min-maxing this. I think I reached them and they can't see me. Worth a try. Okay, shall I just wait? I could just wait a turn and we'll get exactly what we want anyway. I'll let them fail to charge these axemen and then flank them. And the dogs distract that unit. I still have another one I haven't used. Okay, a lot of spare units. Again, they'll try and reach us, fail, and I won't care and get by. It's time to not be here. Goodbye. And flee here as well. Could charge them. They have the frenzy ability, which is a bit annoying. So they get, what, 12 attacks. So they hit, what, 6 times, but then they get to reroll. So actually, so they hit 9 times at power 5. I'm defense 6, so I get a 3-up save. I mean, just wait. Let's be patient. Wait 1 turn, and we can do much better. It's easily flanked and killed now, as are you. Okay, I'm going to throw the dogs this way. Either they turn around to fight the dogs, or they don't, and I just flank them anyway. Okay, they've given me exactly what I wanted. Yeah, and this unit is going to go smashing into those minotaurs and easily kill them. There you go. Okay, you'd rather die this way. In terms of setup. I reach the rear arc. Ooh, I'm a bit more precise maybe. Further out this way. Yeah, that definitely does it. Please don't accidentally kill one and change the unit's shape. That would be annoying. Okay, other things. It's rally. Nope. Maisie's pack is AFK. Warriors, however, are happy to come back. Leaving you two. Well, this will be dealt with, and I guess I can just use you to flank that now. This will be flanked and killed, so ignore it. I didn't use anyone to stop this. Well, if I'm flanking this, we can ignore all of this blue stuff. We can rear charge this Minotaur unit. Just make sure we don't interrupt this charge, but we should be a-okay. Yeah, that doesn't get in the way, does it? No, we're fine. Now you start getting ready to flank this unit at some point. That many horsemen, the actual ranged output starts to add up. Okay, we'll intercept this unit so it can't bother us. We'll intercept that so it can't bother us, and intercept you. I have too many intercepts going. I've only got 2 uses of pack tactics. I can't use it on everyone. Should have foregone some combats here. Alright, well, you're probably the priority to deal with. Maisie's pack, really, really not interested. We are leaving now. No questions asked. Okay, you've got the character with the rerolls and quite a few attacks with 3 each with your lucky Demonic Fury outcome. So probably you don't need much help. The hounds here might need a bit to make sure I don't take excessive damage. You won't need any help at all, so ignore that. So it's this one, this one, this one, and one of you is going to have to make do without, which is probably this unit, as it's up against the hardest target, but it has the best damage output out of all of these, so we'll buff the more inconsistent fellows. As for you, well, once this is dead, I can just flee away from that if I wanted. Or even come up here to flank them, I don't know. You can't actually see them for the terrain, sadly. Can I slip by here? Yes, I can. If we're going to run by that way anyway, we should stop, throw the javelins, and then run. This will be dead, so don't worry. Just come this way. I intend to flee away from that when it wins, inevitably. 6 is re-rolling. All 6 wounds from Hanny, and then can you do the last one? Yes. Did 2 wounds though, so the javelin damage mattered. No re-rolls for you, except for the fact that you forced them to re-roll their saves. Still just lose. They did a single wound to us. Surprisingly high skill Minotaurs. Malamutes love beef. Okay, that's all but 1 unit in their entire army removed. Don't take 2 wounds. Ow. There's no cause to take unnecessary damage yet. Kill those. I mean, eat them, I guess is more accurate. We want to handle this. I doubt there'll be another turn, but I can just use the axeman to kill them. Use something to do. And that's it. Everything else is irrelevant. Apart from rallying Mumbo. Mammoths aren't afraid of anything. Delicious. It is over this turn, but I want to wipe out the Minotaurs. We're here to exterminate the monsters, so exterminate we shall. Going up to power 4 on the charge, so I can actually force them to save on a slightly lower number. There's our maximum number of attacks. $28, not bad. And they're dead. So one use only power spike with curse standard, but still impressive. Okay, we're going to start recalculating this now with the extra fight. You can never count on the random event being an optional battle, so you have to assume it's not there. But it does mean, I mean, in theory, I guess I could level all of these hounds again at the campsite, but there would be no point as we've got the extra skill on all of them, I think, and they've reached their max unit size. So that you just heal to full. That's Mumbo. Hey, another attack. Great. You'll heal to full at the camp, so gold is fine. This unit is going to double heal at the campsite, so we'll get up to full strength no matter what, so just take gold. Again, as planned, this unit is just going to go to full strength, so more gold. Now with these hounds, you automatically heal to full strength and then get the XP for the level, so that's all perfect. We'll take the cash. You automatically heal to full strength, free money. So yeah, just the dogs I need to think about now. Right, if I heal now, and then when I go to the campsite, I'll heal to 1111 and can take the XP. But realistically, all the level is going to do, it would be things like you can get looter or replenishment or, you know, rubbish like that, and it's just not going to help us. It serves no purpose, so I think we're better off taking the gold now and then at the campsite just healing twice. That's probably min-maxing. There's nothing really good left in these units to take. And we get prowess plus 2 skill. Okay, so was that on? Who was that on? Yep, now skill 7. So even if we do encounter enemies who are skill 5 and then use a magic spell to make them skill 6, we're still higher than them and then adding 1 and re-rolling. So guaranteed 2+ to hit on absolutely everything in the game. No exceptions. None of that looks like Northmen to me, so we're not going to be able to buy any extra units. It's all items. Fine. We can massively buff Brian here. We'll just buy all the magic stuff for you and then still have some money left over. What is it? 160, 205, 200 to 280, 305 for all of those. So still 213 left. Is that enough to buy all of these? Not quite. You have to be a little bit picky. So we'll buy selectively. The javelins are good for damage output, and then curse standard is a no-brainer for when I get stuck in combat. Banner of Mist, so I don't get shot, is pretty good. I'll buy the red ones for damage output, reroll attacks, +1 attack. 283. I'd like both of the +1 power is just good for hitting, but I'll ignore command because I don't need it. But I'll definitely get this and this for in case I get stuck in duels and start dying. Down here for this Norseman, Banner of Fury, great. Banner of Mist, great. Now I can't be shot and I hit harder. We moved 78 left. I could just get prowess on Brian, so he definitely hits everything all the time as well. That's probably better than War Banners and Discipline Banners. So War Banners add 1 to combat score, but you don't need to add 1 to combat score if you're just winning the combats by so much you kill everything. So I rarely bother with them given how expensive they are. And then Banners of Valor are reroll discipline tests. Again, they only come up if you're losing, which you shouldn't be aiming to do. So no, I think the extra skill is better. Now we heal to full strength. Should be basically everyone. So yeah, take the XP if you can. You want healing. This one XP. That's irrelevant. You heal to max 24. The dogs will all go to size because it's more important. A bit more XP, and then Mumbo gets 1 last level. Which I think I can actually use the wound because monsters, unlike the other units, the monsters actually just get them. So with anyone else, when you increase unit size, that it would just sit there uncapped and it'd be, oh, what a shame. But Mumbo actually gets use of it, so we're good to go. All right, there you go. That's my full strength army. Samoyeds, Malamutes, and Maisie's pack. A lot of 48 wounds of Blentech Berserkers. Quite good. Some nice and symmetrical horsemen. Bizarre that they stay down at 10, but they are Northwest horsemen. And then some extra horsemen with the actual banners to hit things now. some super buff Northmen Packleaders, which is fitting. Brian and Hanny Barbariana going to smash things, and one extra rather strange looking dog, but we love Mumbo anyway. Good. Into the Act 3 final boss. World's Hope. What are they hoping for? A world without dogs? That's outrageous. Dogs are great. Okay, we're going first. Now, again, somewhat difficult to utilise our brilliant pack tactics ability with so many units, but maybe we'll factor in the second half of the battle. For the first one, that's going to be a lot of walking forward and killing things. They will have a couple of monsters hanging around in the sides. I'm used to seeing a dragon and a tyrannosaur. Obviously, we'd really like Jumbo and Hanny Barbariana to kill them. Typically, they're here and here. I guess what I can do to be clever is I can put one of you on this side and my other monster killer, which is Brian, over here. So somewhere they're going to run into a hard counter. For the middle, we just put the troops there and they can walk through. Hard to get anything else. We have no flying units, so I can't get anything around the terrain. It's a touch unfortunate. Guess I could just use the dogs to distract things over here. Don't want to get shot too much, though. That's the problem. There are quite a few archers to be worried about, and they will slaughter the hounds before I can even make use of them. So I'll try and get them a little bit further back so the mammoths are the primary target. There we've got the quote-unquote more durable units taking the hits. They've even got banners of mist to make themselves a bit more resilient. Well, that one does at least. We'll give that a go. Right, the monsters are all over there, which is a shame. You've got very little to do. We'll eat through this and then start cleaving through their rank. But a lot of their power's on this side. For shooting, we've got Elf Watchers, Deepwood Rangers, and Dwarf Rangers, so a load of power over here. We're going to lose on this side quite badly and win over here. I'll let them go first because I can't stop them from shooting me fundamentally. At least it's a rubbish artillery piece and not a big nasty one. Okay, well, it's not going to be too bad if I roll that many saves over and over again. Can I reach them this turn? Probably not. I needed one of the dogs here to catch them. I could just smash someone into them and hope for the best. These are going to come forward regardless, so I'll just do the same. Get into charge radius at least, like so. Whoever wants to fight is welcome to do so. Even throw a javelin. It's not a priority. I'm not getting any closer. Yeah, ow. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna happen. Okay, at least I can throw dogs into those. Although they have 2 attacks each at skill 4. They're rather brutal. The horsemen would probably be a better bet. Well, they're even worse skill, but at least they have a banner of fury for some hitting power. But they have even... Hang on. Are the horsemen actually worse than the hounds? We have better skill, equal number of attacks, superior power. Yeah, the only advantage the horsemen have is the extra wound, so they're more attrition value, but just throwing a unit in, you would rather the dogs. So maybe I will put them forward after this unit moves. If I can distract them and have them shoot this, was it 38 wound brick of axemen, that would be fantastic. Okay, here. I can't get around it, so I'm just going to walk forward as fast as possible and kill it. We can easily defeat that. But we will take a fair chunk of damage. As I've learned, we're only defense 6, and there'll be power 5. They get a 3-up save. They get, what, 15 attacks. They get 7.5 hits, and then I get a 3-up save. 2 something wounds. I should be okay with my 9 wounds in tow. Let's get through as fast as possible. Take that. 1 less attack. This infantry line is less of a concern. Are the hounds fast enough, do you think, to skip this and go straight for the artillery piece at the back? Yes, they are. Excellent. Okay, well, I'll just ignore you then and charge straight through. The more we can get behind them, the better. Please don't fireball me. Depending how this goes, I may be able to flank that. I'd rather take front charges, as yes, I can flank this, but then that'll immediately have me being hit in the side by one of these, which is terrible. In fact, because this is a dragon with a character on it, the character will end up soaking all the amazing damage output from Brian, so I'd rather hit one of this one as well. Why is all the dragons mounted? Let's kill the treant first then. But for you, I guess I can flank it with the dogs now. And I get pack tactics. I might be able to one-shot the dragon. Should be possible. Make sure we're not in charge arc. We are safe. Okay, so this is dealt with. This will be dealt with. We need to start thinking about the front line. The veteran unit with the foreman is a nightmare. They have an infinite spammable reroll armor save ability. I just don't want to fight them head on. So I'm going to wait here for something to open up later. Shooting them is by far the best bet. Archers have gone the wrong way. Okay, I forfeited their shooting for this turn. I can't reach anything really useful unless I squeezed around here. This horseman unit might be stuck back here this turn. Careful not to interrupt that charge, but otherwise we can get pretty far. The issue is, yeah, I can do this. I can just about draw a line of sight to the rangers, which is nice. But I'm pretty sure I've now stopped the dog. It goes from there. Yeah, that's clearly in the way. So what's more important, flanking this unit now or hitting the rangers? Can't charge over terrain, I don't fly. I can see them, it just won't let me do it because of the stupid chasm in the way. The issue we're facing here is that we're too close to an ally unit. We can't legally park here. That's still fine, but I can't see them. Can't twist, let's just inch forward bit by bit. I'm touching them now. How much further do you need me to go? Like that? Just use my fingers on the screen to draw a straight line. Hang on. There. Oh, it's going to be really tight. From here up to there. I think we're okay. So that makes it, and then from here to there's obviously fine, so I can charge the rangers immediately. It's worth a try. I'm going to throw some javelins into the dragon. If we can take a wound off. Oh, quadruple one. Never mind, the dogs will have an absolute field day. You're the intended target for this, that's okay. And then these are not really doing anything, let's be honest. Well, this unit will get out of the way in a moment, so I can leave these here and fill the gap. That's the worst possible thing they could have done. They flanked my hounds. I can't do the charge anymore. You got me there. Well done. I can't even charge back. So order now matters here quite a bit. I could try that, but they're just going to stop me. Well, they may charge this instead, which is kind of annoying, but I guess it leaves... Would I rather charge this or kill the dragon right now? I'd rather pop through here. So let's see if they take the bait and charge the horseman instead, as I can make the horseman fearless. They did that charge over there. Okay, now we'll engage. Oh, I could send this unit into these, but because this unit is closer, we'll be intercepted by the treant regardless, so we may as well accept this now. Yeah, that happens, that's fine. And then I'll try this. One of you two is going to get stuck here. It's the dogs, okay. I could flee. Problem is it just puts the dragon right in front of me and it doesn't really get me anything. At least I can hit back this way. We will break and run next turn, but so be it. Oh, no, don't flee, just stand there. Here we'll countercharge, may as well. And here we'll break through their line. Mumbo can fight anything it wants. I am slightly concerned that I can't actually beat a lot of these units, though. I might be able to defeat the Dryads. Yeah, they're defense 5, but I go up to power 6. I can't use pack tactics. Their discipline's too high. I'll get stuck there just rolling against them forever. But I might as well get stuck in and start doing damage. I've got 10 wounds, so I don't have to be squeamish here. 2 dragons, who are we kidding? This is outrageous. Oh, they charged. Oh, that one was closer, so they intercepted me anyway. Okay. Well, because you rolled a quadruple 1 for your save, we should kill you regardless. The only thing I flanked... Oh, I used Howl, which I wanted to because I want these to hold. Okay, that wasn't a terrible idea. Yeah, you're shooting into my most durable unit. I'm happy. I'll actually remember to use pack tactics this turn. Oh, I can't. I thought... Oh, this isn't a flank. That's a front charge. Okay, never mind. No one can use it. Do I use the Curse Standard now to try and cut through this as fast as possible? Probably not, honestly. I'll need to save it for when I'm fighting Deep Guard. They're actually more of a threat later. Brian can do most of the damage I need to get through this. I say that, it's got a 3-up save. Even at power 6 on the charge, it's still defense 7. Oh, let's just kill it. It gives both the unit and Brian extra attacks. Comes this unit. We will never engage in combat. Stay away from me. There's nothing for these to shoot. Well, if the dragon dies as I expect, I'll be able to immediately hit them anyway. Yeah, it's only power. It only gets a 3-up save. I should have enough attacks to manage it. Okay, the Swordmasters will come forward. Can I beat those with Berserkers? They do outclass us, although I do have more attacks. They've got better skill. They'll have more power even with Banner of Fury factored in. But I get more attacks due to Curse Standard and having an extra one. I think I can chop through enough of them to make it worthwhile. Shouldn't be stuck here for too long. It's increasing what... Oh, reroll saves. That might save it. That's annoying. And then you are going to sit and stare at this unit for 1,000,000 turns. Absolutely no interest in engaging it in combat. This one's using wild form on himself. Guess what, you're going to win. And he actually dropped a wound. How terrible. 3, that's about what I expected. So I win handily. Now get out of the way. Over here. How quickly can I kill you? 3-up save, but reroll. Not great. The unit's not going to contribute much, I'm afraid. Yeah, okay, we're halfway there. I should be able to pick it off next turn with a modicum of luck. Yeah, 3 wounds left. The character does absolutely nothing. That's hilarious. The dragon does a bit better. There you go. We will lose, and they don't benefit from Fearless because they're dogs, so we're leaving, which gets you flanked if this is an ongoing battle. Kind of curious to see how this goes. Do 3 wounds, please. Oh, no. They did 1. You're going to run away as well. Cursed dragons. Oh, no, they're fearless. Right. I'll do 1 more. This is easy. I'm not sticking around for this one. Samiotes have no problem. You see, this is the issue with them. They just sometimes roll really badly. They actually lost combat somehow. Fine, try again. Now, do I charge this and break them, or do I have the hounds come around to help with one of these? I think it's a bit of a no-brainer. Helping with these is more important, because Annie can just walk through here, kill it, and then join in later. We're coming in waves, so... yeah, we'll do this charge now. Hit us back, and then we won't take that. We're going to have to suck up whatever this dragon wants to do, sadly. Yeah. Oh, interesting positioning. We could flank them with the dogs now. Right. I could howl again to make them unbreakable, just to see if I can stick them there. It's probably a good idea. Not unbreakable, sorry. Less likely to break. Definitely Curse Standard while we have the opportunity. Oh no. Oh, they got a perfect shot on the hounds. Ouch. Okay. We kept most of the damage output, at least. It's in the front rank. Yeah, it's still quite painful. Are those archers going to come over and shoot me as well? Not immediately, at least. This unit is almost guaranteed to rally, but I'll wait to see if it does before I move Hanny, so I can move this unit first. Over here and flank these now. Or any of those if I'm so inclined. Okay, I'll give myself... spoil myself, let myself choose from any unit I want. Good, I don't know what they're doing really. They rally, that's excellent, that'll be useful later. Another Radiant Shield, good, that's both of its uses of that horrid ability gone now. They can't angle us, which is good. You are going to step away from these. Let's just avoid that unit forever is the plan. Another wild form. Okay, they use that unit last. To be fair, they only ever rally units at the end, so that makes sense. Okay, we'll have to charge again. Okay, I need you to kill this now, ideally. The majority of damage will come from you. It's got 1 wound left that I need you to pick up. Roll a 1. Oh, you've got to be joking. Okay, we're stuck here. Means I'm not getting charged by the horrid Deep Guard unit for a second. Can I get super lucky and scrape 2 wounds off of you? Yes, that's really good. We'll lose, but we get our full discipline because of Howl. We hold, good, and then we can start hitting you. That Howl ability was super useful. That's more like it. Playing the Mammoth RNG here. This is quite interesting. So, Weapon Masters versus Belentech Berserkers. We're on 4s, no rerolls, and we kill a fair chunk. They have better hit rolls and they get to reroll, and then they have more power. And it comes out kind of in my favour. But in subsequent turns I'll now start losing because I don't have the benefit of Curse Standard anymore. Alright, where do I want all of you lot? That's easy. I could flank that. I could double flank it. The issue is, even with the double flank, you think, well, I can just win the combat and then they'll fail a morale check. But their discipline is super high and they're fearless as veterans, so they've got permanent Howl in place. Honorary dogs, these unit of dwarves, so no, we're not going to engage them. I could triple engage them with every hound unit. And that would kill it pretty quick, but there's more important things I need the dogs to be doing. Namely this, I think flanking the rangers now is ideal, as otherwise I'm just going to sit here and get killed. They'll shoot you to death, no problem. And then they'll be pulled away, in which point you can either hit this unit in the side and push through, or come back here to start killing this. Depends where that winds up. Excellent, that's perfect for us, because now we'll kill this, and we'll be in a good position later to start flanking other things. Alright, they're after the Axemen, however they can't charge because they're in front arc and we're engaged already. So we can rather ignore them there. I don't think there's any other uses of pack tactics available. No, I've just used the one. There you go. Double pack tactics. It counters out and then we don't get our ability at all. They still have a couple ranged units, which is scary, but I'll have to make do. They're not doing anything. If I break this unit, I'm straight into the rangers as well. What do I want you to do? Well, if they're not turning the right way, I guess I could just charge something right now if I can squeeze through. Yes, I can. See what my options are here. I can see pretty much either of these units if I want them. And then, yeah, if there's anything living here, I might as well slip by. And with that all covered, I'm just going to ignore the foreman. We'll come back around this way, it's more important. If this unit runs, I'll at least be in a position to charge this. It will see me, but there's no way to get beyond its line of sight. So obviously we can't see the dragon's charge radius as it's currently locked in. However, if you hover a unit, you could use those quadrant lines as a cheat code, because they effectively follow the line of, you can see here, they follow the exact line of that for your front arc anyway. So this is what they can see, everything in there. So we'll be visible, but at least we can charge back. 1 wound, please. Thank you. They won't charge us as they're a ranged unit. Don't worry about being seen there. Ow. Can't make you fearless anymore, but we win anyway. Without any of the buffs or the help, the dragons are actually pretty terrible. They're reliant upon their speed and flanking. Which uniquely, the AI did a good job of utilising this battle. Usually they're a bit brain dead and just go forward, but that was a perfect bit of positioning. They get no help this time, guys. They get a 3-up save. Ouch. We're going to lose this one, I'm fairly confident. Yeah. Do we run? Yes, okay. Well, I know what the dogs are charging next then. I want those handled. This is an easy win. Yeah, they're all gone. Can we win here? 4s, but reroll. Thank you, reroll. And then a decent bit of chomping. Starting to lose a lot of damage output whenever I lose one of these now. But I am able to charge again in a second. Right. You're not going to pull that off, I'm afraid. We'll keep on these. Oh, we got very lucky there. We can actually catch them. I wouldn't have thought that was in range. Oh, we just got them. Hey. I was prepared to accept a round of shooting from those rangers, but no. We got away with it. Sorry, it watches there, the rangers, and there's nothing else to do. Nope. Hey, we're spoiled for choice and pack tactics. There guys, the initial fights are all head on and then it starts to turn in our favour later. They do rally. Welcome back. Yeah, low discipline on these. The one unit I'm not going to engage is stuck in no man's land. Thank you kindly. You're not going to reach anything this... Oh, you can reach the Dryads if they're still fighting. Now, what do I use? I absolutely want pack tactics here. We need the help. They rally. Well, if I break those, I can charge them again. And then yours. Can I slip through with the hounds and flank the deep guard? Possibly. Just depends where the line winds up. If I twist this way intentionally, I can move it further in this direction and pop through. So obviously, I don't know how the hounds are squeezing through that gap. Just imagine the Malamutes kind of move single file through the gap and then reform on the other side. Very well drilled Malamutes. And our other pack tactics is either this one or this one. Now, realistically, I'd rather the Weapon Masters definitely die because they're more of a threat, so we'll use it over there. I want them dead and gone. And we'll just escape this way. Here's an idea. If I don't manage to break those irritating rangers, I can flank with this unit instead. Just out of range, yeah. Should have shot the deep guard as I ran. No Mumbo. We would slowly but surely lose against this unit. 13 hits. I think you dropped one. Yeah. Shameful. They did very well. You're not allowed to win on a roll of a 1. Should break these as well. This might hurt. They get 3 attacks each. 2 attacks each, which kind of sucks. Okay, they're off. I may as well just use the hounds to finish those then. Punch, punch, punch. They can't hit back. Even with their high discipline, they've had enough already. But we will now get deep guarded. Okay, I can't reach them with those, which is a shame, but they can be intercepted via dog. We'll double mammoth this group. Yeah, I'll charge and kill that. If it turns around to try and charge the Maisie's pack later, I'll just flee away from them. That leaves you free to continue harassing this unit. They'll obviously hold against these because they're, well, they're not fearless like the veterans, but they have got masterwork armor, so maybe they hold on. If that case, I can just run the axemen towards them. So, yeah, let's slaughter the ranger unit. Dog pile. Ah, get it. Sorry. See myself out. Everyone charges everything. Beep beep. Well done, everyone. Okay, we saw that coming. I'll just saunter away in a second. Who wants this the most? Definitely this unit. And the other one will likely be one of these combats. Well, with the character in there, I can chew through them very effectively. They'll all be dead. So I think, actually, it'll be you. And now these. Who's most likely to still be fighting? I can't... for a moment, I couldn't move forward due to the being fused in the other unit, but we figured it out. I think that's far enough to get to the side arc later, even when they twist. Just to be safe. So I would go straight forward, but it won't let me. I'm stuck in my friendly mammoth. I have to twist just far enough to escape and then move this way. Not so far, mind you, that I can't see them. Yep, all 6 wounds. You love your consistency. Ow, take another one. Jumbo showing Mumbo how it's done. The re-rolling Malamutes. Yeah, I mean, these are the great weapon versions of Deep Guard, so they're only defense 4. If they were the hand weapon shield, they'd be defense 5 and adding 1 to every save, which is a lot tougher. This is actually easier to deal with, frankly. And they failed a double 8 roll. That's really unlucky for them. Okay. 6 of 7, 5, 5, 6, 5, 5, 6. And they needed a... They had incredible luck on the saving throw and then incredibly bad luck on the break test. It's happening a lot with their army. They're struggling. All 6 on the character. I thought the character would do a lot of damage here. Okay, the dogs did nothing, but they're still off the field.
don't want to handle this mess. I can't charge with this as I can't fit, so we'll flee this. Get out of the way. I'm going to throw, for a bit of fun, I'm going to throw Hani Barbariana into this unit because they'll enter a duel between the characters. I can assassinate the irritating foreman, and then once they lose shield wall, I can then actually kill the unit, you know, eventually. They're only, what, power 4? And I'm defense 6, so I have enough of a save to chin them. In that case, I'll have you perform this charge. And you might as well stick with these, and then these can come around and help. If it's not clear, the enemy strength broke a while ago. Okay, they're after me. Absolutely not. Just move this way, then move backwards. May as well deny them the charge and keep them at power 4. I say that, it's irrelevant where... Actually, that might have been a mistake, as they'll charge first and hit something else. Guess I can just flee another unit if I need to. Maisie's pack is leaving. Oh, thank you for participating. Can you just get out of the way a touch? If this unit is still here, I can charge those, maybe. And then Brian handles those. Side charge is fine. Thunk. Right, other ones. If I'm charging this anyway, I might as well just do a bunch of extra damage with the hounds. Although saying that, I'd be even better off using the axemen for it with their not more attacks. It's not more attacks really, but... Mumbo's ongoing feud with the tree unit continues. I didn't use pack tactics because I'm a genius. That might have helped. They don't charge, great. Well, they have no... Oh, they're so slow in movement they didn't reach. I thought they got there. Cool. Northmen them. Oh, I could flank that one instead. Let the rangers... I probably need to actually, otherwise I'll lose. So I'll flank this and then someone else can come kill this in a second. I've got plenty of spare units in the area. This will result in someone being shot. There's shield wall. We'll remember to do this turn. You and probably the axeman. And he's already re-rolling everything. The Dryads rally, of course they do. And there's Maisie's double 8 rolling a 10. No one can roll a break test anywhere, it seems. Fine. We will occupy them with Mumbo. You can charge and kill these. And I want someone to come over and hit those. That'll be your job. I can already reach them, so that's an easy charge. And then you. There you go. Spin on the spot like a proper dog. There you go. 100% of your movement spent 360ing. Bye, Maisie's pack. Thank you for helping. Should go our way because of the flanking unit. There we go. They still hold, okay? I'm stuck here. Over here, right. Can I assassinate Threan? So 6 hits, and now the positive and negative rerolls cancel out and he dies. Good. Because we're power 8 on the charge, so he only gets a 6-up save. Oh, did he just... Oh, he very nearly just killed Hannah, but because I re-roll my own saves, I saved myself. I didn't pass a single 3-up on the first attempt. It's kind of worrying for a second there. We take 3 wounds, but that's okay. We can chin it. They'll hold because they never run, but now we can easily kill off the rest of the unit. They are routing this turn, so let's just kill everything. That'll be you. And you. The Malamutes just sit here. So this should be one anyway, so I've got pack tactics for this one. That should be enough damage to kill those anyway, so I think this one and this one get pack tactics. See if I can kill off all their units in one big go. Whee! Done. You hit properly, and then force them to reroll saves. 1 left. Surely someone can scoop him. Hold on. Only just. This we might lose that one. There's not many dogs left. Yeah. Okay. Not hyper durable compared to other monsters, the war mammoths, but good enough. There's, what, 4 wounds of Dryad left? They're dead. And last but not least, reroll please. Okay, and then 5s. There will be some left, but as long as they lose, they'll run off the field. Or, what is it, 5, 6 less? Okay, they run, and they're off. Great, complete board wipe. Satisfactory. Lone Wolf and Apex Predator. Complete the campaign with a pack leader, and then do it on the hardest difficulty. I never played, I just rolled in the hardest difficulty because why not? It's the most fun the game has to offer. We win, yay! Okay, how do we do? Who's the MVP in murdering things? 108 on Jumbo. Less on, that's kind of interesting. She's a lot more powerful. I presume it's because it takes a while to scale up the melee characters. They need to buy all of the magic items, and then in the final stages where you would want them to be strong, they are super strong, which is a reasonable compromise. If they had to be powerful at some point, you would want it to be at the final stages of the campaign where it's more difficult. 108, but the Berserkers are doing better at 134. Actually, the Berserkers, and a 119, yeah, the Berserkers take it. Just sheer number of attacks prevails in the end. Excellent, right, we've won, and I think we get our little reward for doing so. The alternate picture there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do consider liking and subscribing. It does, of course, help out the channel and me personally, but also serves as a free marketing tool for SOVL. There's no team or anything. It's just a one-man band developer, so the more we can spread it around, the better. If you have any notes for SOVL runs you'd like to see, or just want to test out maybe the DLC factions before you start buying things, the first 5 are entirely free. So all of these characters in all of these are free to play at any point. You can just load it up on Steam and give it a go. And if you want to see what some of these look like, the factions all have unique mechanics, so before you buy any individual ones, you can ask me to demonstrate, and I'm happy to do so. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.